Okay, guys, welcome. Today we're gonna try to pass a funded account, our challenge. So we are just waiting for the markets to open at 9:30 and see if we got any opportunity. As you can see here, we have news coming up at 9:45 and 10 o'clock. So not in any rush to get into these markets. I'm trading on the Top Step X. As you can see on a 15 minutes chart, we are heading for these buy side liquidities. Which is also yesterday's high. So we just wait. I've failed 1, 2, 3 accounts already. Just trying to get this one passed. I've passed one also. I was qualified for the 5 accounts from Top Step where he paid four 450 per month. So because it's so cheap, I wasn't really taking it seriously. But now I'm just gonna just trade on it properly, like the right way, and manage risk and whatever. Let's see how it goes. Let's go into a 5 minutes, see what we have on a 5 minutes chart. Let's use a bigger screen. So what are we seeing here? We have some order blocks, some bullish order blocks. Let me just draw them out. Um, what color should I use? Yes, let's use this. We want to classify this as an order block as yet because, well, in my opinion, it didn't close above these candles. So, not that these are any significant for me. It's not significant as yet. So, the most significant stuff I would say is on the 15 minutes right now. See? Okay. Oh, we've already opened. We've opened and you see the disrespect. That's why I'm like, nope. I'm gonna pay these anyway. Yeah, we should hit this buy side now. Let's take these off. These are distractions. What we really are looking for is It's 15 minutes. I side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. Yeah, there you go. Buy side has been tapped. But let's see how far this puppy is gonna run. I'm not gonna stay on the 15 minutes chart. Let's see what other liquidity we have. So we have buy side here also. Sorry. We're in the area of this CB. I don't want to make the chart too clustered, but I think this level is very influential because it overlaps with the 15 minutes fair value gap, plus it's an inversion gap. See how price treats it. And we also have a small CB here. May not seems like much to the average person, but trust me, these price points are very influential. You don't know that they're on the chart, like you're trading blindly. You gotta know these levels. And also here you can see like it's a balanced price range where it offered buy side and then it came back and offered sell side. So right now we're just seeing what price wanna do. This we have the gap, the new week open gap here, which we have sell side below. Which is where my focus is. Like I'm bearish on price, so I'm not worried about these bullish candles. Okay, have news in 10 minutes. We'll just see what the 1 minute chart is saying. We're not gonna stay there too long, but just wanted to see that it is saying. Okay, to the buy side, and now we have an inversion fair value gap, and we have sell side liquidity here. So we should see price react off of this and goes and take this sell side. But I'm not gonna take this play as yet. I'm gonna wait till probably 10 o'clock. No, I'm in no rush. If there wasn't news, then yes, I would have taken that play. But this can possibly be a good shot. Enter here, stop above here. target is not a bad 1 to 1. But the reason why I want to take this is because it's like it's early in the open range. I would like to see price, you know, move about a bit more. Let me just, for completeness sake, see the sell sign liquidity. As I said earlier, the order block that I had there, it's like I don't deem it as significant as yet. These are relatively equal here and here. Sell side liquidity, and we have also sell side here. Sorry. You see how price is sticking around here, but it's not going lower either. You know, that's why you don't rush so early in the morning, like as soon as the market open, to go in and trade. You give it time to play out. Then you'll see where price wanna go. You get a clearer view of where price wants to go. But the fact that we took out buy side liquidity and then we made this slow move, that's us to go, at least here. So we're gonna get stopped out. Definitely. If this was a trade, definitely gonna get stopped out. And this is where you would save your stop, because once we come back and close above this inversion fair value gap, definitely gonna hit your stop. No doubt about that. So you could have saved your stop there. See, there you go, bam. So that was a losing trade. Okay, we're in this 15 minutes. Um, CB. It was a CB. Let me just change the color. It was a CB. So it was a sell side imbalance. What's the meaning of CB? It was a fair value gap. It was a sell side fair value gap. Let's say that. Sometime I can't remember the name because I'm not the author of this, you know. I'm just borrowing some of ICT stuff to use. So this didn't hold. So let's get this off the chart. So we're gonna keep this reference. This is very, very important. So we have two imbalances. Let's see how it is on the 2 minute. And you notice why it never went lower, right? Because on the 2 minutes, this was just a fair value gap, a buy side fair value gap. That's why it it held price. Look at that. So even on the 1 minute, we saw that it broke the. Yeah, let me explain it. So on the 1 minute, you see that we had one candle, and then we came and we disrespected the fair value gap, right? Which made this inversion gap on the 1 minute, but on the 2 minutes, look at that. It didn't even violate it. It just held it, you know. The tail did the damage, but look at the body. Perfect. So now what we're gonna do is let's see if it's gonna hold on the 2 minutes because it ran the buy side again. If it close below here, then we're gonna go short and run for the sell side. You know? Okay. That's the that's the news release. Let's see what we get. So if we close here below this and it turns into an imbalance, then we're gonna go short. Let's go back on the 1 minute for now. See how you have to cycle. You gotta use logics to like not to choose the wrong trades. Like you gotta do a lot of logical thinking. Like why we didn't go short, although it seemed like a valid setup. One, it was too early. We had the news. We wanted to let the news driver come out and then we act accordingly. Two, well, that's two. And three, we didn't even cycle through the different time frames so we can see exactly what price is telling us. You know, we can't be stuck on one time frame. Like, I know it's ideal to be on 1 minute, and that seems like the best time frame to trade as according to everyone, but you gotta cycle through these candles, these time frames in order to know what's popping. So we're at a very important level in price. So, and this is also now because we're above this CB 15 minutes, right? But look, did, did it close? Did it close above it? No, it didn't close as yet. As still have, this is the fresh candle, so still have like 12 minutes to go before we know if it's gonna treat this as an inversion. For right now, it's not inversed as yet. It's still active. But if it close and then it comes back here, we will try and get to run up into the buy side. You can use it as an inversion, but I'm looking for sell side, sell side liquidity. That's what I'm looking for. But let's keep on going. So I have a lot of things right here that that's saying otherwise. Like it's telling me like focus on higher prices because these are making price up or higher. But they should. Okay, looking at this fair value gap. Do we disrespect this fair value gap? I don't want to add it because it would be too clustered, and I don't want to remove this 2 minute um fair value gap. So we're just gonna watch it for now. Just bear in mind. Um, Let me just highlight it. You know what? Let's just put it. Let's just put it just so that we make it very light, just so we know what we're doing. So this 2 minutes fair value gap, and this is the 1 minute. And not to get confused, let's be specific. BC. Buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. And for here, there's 15 minutes. So these two up close can load auto block, bullish auto block. So this should send price higher. Like price should use this as like a spring to go higher. But if this fails, then we get our entry, then we go low. That's the plan. So let's see. This is the real sauce. Okay, so see if it wants to close below this. If it close below, I'll go short. what trading is like. Or like not all pushing buttons. It's like watching, reacting from price and so forth. Some of you might be like, oh, so why didn't you go higher? Why didn't you take that play to run that buy side? It's like, I'm not interested in buy side. Even though if it's showing me that it's going higher, like I'm not interested in it. Just looking for my setup, you know. That's what you got to do as traders, you know. Like you gotta be able to filter out some of these, even though it's a probability game. It's like, okay, yes, there's a possibility it can go, it can reject, can go high and take this high up and run for this high. Yes, it is, but I'm not in a rush. It's not even 10 o'clock as yet. You know what I'm saying? So just give it time. After the 10 o'clock news has released, then we can be a bit more, you know, aggressive looking for something. If we have to have something for the day, but it's not a must. It's not a must. I don't want to be jumping into a trade just just to trade. You know, I want to filter out these trades properly. So this is where you have to be able to think as a trader. You know, you have to be like, okay, the market is always trying to get people money. Like that's the number one reason why these markets are moving around, so they can take money from people. That's in my personal belief. So wouldn't it be better if news was coming out at 10 and they would do the opposite of the ones that's making money now? Like, think about it. Like that's the perfect time for them to just swoop in and just be all aggressive and send these prices as far as they can, or as far as they want to. That's why I'm not interested in the longs. If we had came and the opening range was heading down when it took up this side, I will be looking to go long. It's not that I'm a contrary trader, but it's just it makes more sense to me. And if it's that contradictory, then fine. I'm a contrarian. But And even though like going along, it's my setup wouldn't form here. It wasn't forming because in order for me to go long, it had to take out some sell side liquidity. Never did. Just from mm, 9:30, just stop moving higher. So that's how using your model, your game plan. Maybe this was someone's setup, maybe, but it wasn't mine. So gotta keep waiting. Like we have buy side right here. So if it be logical for this to burn higher, it doesn't have to, but like in the news release, it can go burn this buy side and then reject, and that would be perfect, you know. But I would still require this 1 minute fair value gap, this big fair value gap to be disrespected in order for me to go lower. But it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to go up here because the news release can send it here and I'll go short. Like if it's a win, it's a win. If it's a loss, it's a loss. At least I followed my plan. And that's what trading comes down to. Following your plan and try your best to minimize the risk. That's the holy grail that everyone, okay, it's 10 o'clock now, what are we doing? Hmm, expected a lot more, but oh well, that's trading. So we didn't go higher. Mm, news is behind us, so let's see if we get some lower prices. Oh, and the 15 minutes, remember, 15 minutes candle. We did we did close above it, so it should act as it should be inversion now. Should be inversion for you got now. That's a strong repellent in price. So you gotta be very skeptical to go lower. So like, even though it's an inversion, I'm not gonna take it. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's a good. Anyhow, I go long. If we take some sell side liquidity here and reject and start going higher, then I'll go long. But until then, I'm not going long. I'll stay here up until probably 11. That was a beautiful reaction off of this inversion. Yeah, that was beautiful. And like a year ago, maybe 6 months ago, even though like I would be seeing these moves, I would be in here trying to participate and still getting it wrong. Like, bro, when you're not mentally like aware, or even like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like stable. Yeah, like you'll be doing going in the right direction and still losing the trade. Tell me, how is that possible? I'll be, taking this, but I get to realize, like, I don't need to be in every move. Even though this was a good, I wouldn't say great, because it's not it's not my entry. You know, you, you gotta grow as a trader, and I'm still growing. So right now, I'm just trying to focus on my setup only. Okay, we're gonna get this buy side. I'm positive we're gonna get it. But look at all these sell side liquidity that's building up there. Maybe in the 11:50 macro will come and take these, but I wouldn't be here. So I'll definitely miss those opportunities, but that's okay. I'm not getting FOMO. Reason why I drew this is like it's a nice, yeah, value gap. Like if we get disrespected, that would be a good sign. So that you can always see what these are. This is a nice tree drive pattern. One buy side, two, three, tree drive. That's a good reversal sign. But at this point in time, I'm really not sure that I'm gonna get a entry today. Well, that's cool. I think I'm gonna be doing this stream every day. Oh, at least every time we have high impact news drivers in the market. There you go. That's buy side incoming. I'm gonna remove this now because we want to get that buy side. It can probably go dip into that and go higher. Nope. See what the 2 man says. In 2 minutes we have a 2 minute fair value gap here. Let's monitor it on the 2 minutes. Because we can go and sweep this and then run higher. A lot of patience. Some people already had 10 trades on already. Let's see what 1030 has to offer. Yeah, as I was saying, it's like no one's in the chat. There goes that buy side that I was looking for. But we'll get there. We'll get to 1 million views. Um, not 1 million views, but like 1 million people watching this live stream. You know, by the grace of God. So, but you can't run into that. I'm sorry if today wasn't too eventful. It's just that I'm just strict with my requirements. Let me give you a nugget before I go. Well, I'm not gonna go there, but I don't think anything is gonna play out here for me. So that's a nice shot right here. Oop. Thing. 13 rest. 20. A nice one for you guys. Ah, it's okay. This one is guaranteed. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit TP. Guaranteed. Oh, if you guarantee it, why don't you put some risk on it? Like, no, bro, that's not my setup. That can be someone's setup. It's like whenever you have such a close proximity high, don't worry, this is just an order block. This is gonna repel price back up there. And if that doesn't happen, then we're in for my setup. But let's see how we play it. Yep, stop loss tag, and stop loss was tagged. Damn. Okay, let's move this distraction. I think my setup is coming. Oh, damn. Gotta wait for this to break. So, let me consider my setup. These are all barriers. Send them price higher. side by side now. I'm coming. Run through it some more. Yeah, I want to see some movements through it. Down higher and higher and higher. You know what, guys? Um, we have this. We call this level, and then they were all seen. So I'm just gonna close it here. I don't think anything's here for me for the rest of the day. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.